How you guys doing? This is Jonathan from ETHOS DECORUM. We are doing a new segment called Collectors. Collectors are very important in the process of culture itself, right? So we have brands and the creatives who make items, they make products, they put their brands out there, but the collectors are true historians, right? So for example, I have to start with myself. So for the first episode, I am a collector of Nike Vandals. I've always been a huge fan. And I'm gonna get into the story of how I got into Nike Vandals, right? So it all starts with this shoe, the Nike Air Force One. So now the question is, how do you go from the Nike Air Force One to the Nike Vandal, right? So coming up in the 90s, I was a huge Nike Air Force One fan. The Air Force One white on white, perfect shoe for me, right? Probably like the most classic sneaker that I know, right? But I couldn't afford to keep on buying fresh Air Force Ones white on white, because a couple of wears and they're done, right? So I started to get other type of Air Force Ones, and I started to get the canvas Air Force Ones, right? So started to get the canvas Air Force Ones, and what was crazy is I noticed that the canvas Air Force Ones wouldn't crease because of the material. Now this is a canvas Air Force One, this is called a roll-up. This isn't the OG one, this is a roll-up pair. So I could get more wear out of a canvas Air Force One than a leather Air Force One. So I started to buy canvas Air Force Ones, red pair, North Carolina blue, green pair, the gray pair, any color you can imagine. Then I stumbled upon a Nike Vandal, right? When I stumbled upon the Nike Vandal, it was just like the Air Force One, except the sole was a little bit more, I would say, thin. And what I noticed is the Nike Vandal creased less than the Air Force One. So now I'm going from the leather Air Force One to the canvas Air Force One to the Nike Vandal. And that's how come I became a collector of the Nike Vandal. So, I mean, I just went crazy. Every pair you can imagine. Some were attainable, some were unattainable, some I'm still trying to find right now. For example, this is the Atlanta pair right here, classic pair. Love these. In fact, I believe Finish Line had a whole run. So there was this whole run of like Nike Vandals for Finish Line. I would just buy them, man, like $20, $30, $50, whatever the pair. I would buy them in double, triples, whatever the case. So for example, we have the Atlanta Air Force One. We have this pair here where, for example, Nike did LeBron and Carmelo Anthony, their high school colors. And this is the Carmelo Anthony high school colors. I have the LeBron somewhere around here, but I got both of these because to me, I was like, this is like a pack. Even though they weren't a pack, this was like a pack, right? Later on, example, the John Elliott Nike Vandals. These came in a few colorways, and I would always try to get a colorway that was kind of like maybe darker, wouldn't get scuffed up too crazy. So a suede was kind of off a little bit for me because I go with canvas, you could wear it longer, it won't crease, but I had to get the John Elliott Air Force Nike Vandals, right? And my favorite Vandal, I would say, is the GM Vandal. I remember when these came out, I wanted them so bad. I didn't get them when they initially came out, but what's crazy, I went to the outlet one day and I found them for 30 bucks. And I bought like 2-3 pairs of them. These Vandals are actually tearaway Vandals, so there's a print under them. To the best of my knowledge, this is the first time Nike ever did a tearaway sneaker. They've done other pairs probably after that, but I never tore them away or whatever the case, and I double, triple these up. So there's so many other pairs. The laser pair, like I said, LeBron, Carmelo. I still did not get the original pair from the Terminator movie. I still need a pair of those. There's a purple pair, so many different pairs. It didn't matter if they were from Finish Line. It didn't matter if you was on eBay, whatever the case. There's a rock and roll pair that I still have not gotten yet, but that's my sneaker, the Nike Vandal. It may not be the most popular sneaker for everybody else, but as a collector, the most important thing is you rock what you like and you collect what you like. So welcome to Collectors. We're gonna go down a rabbit hole with all kind of collectors, from people from all spectrums of culture, and I can't wait for you guys to see what happens next. Peace.